Hello everyone and welcome to this video of video tutorials of learning Excel in less than 5 minutes. In this video tutorial we are going to learn how to use the count and CountIf function. So here we have a table with 3 columns. So we have in column A we have city, then the country, and then the number of supermarkets. And then we want to apply the count and the CountIf formula in order to answer these questions. So the first one is a simple question, how many data points? So we want to know how many rows of data we have here. So in that case, we can use a formula, that is the count formula. Always when you want to use a formula, you need to use the sign equal, and then you write the name of the formula. So once you do that, you need to open brackets, and then you can follow the instructions that you have in the screen. In this case, we want to count the data points that we have in the column C. So we select the range, we close bracket, and then we hit enter. And here we get 11, that is the number of data points we have. We can also count them by selecting the range and looking here in the bottom the statistics. So we have the count 11, we have the sum, and we have also the average. Okay, so now let's move to the next question. So now we want to use the CountIf function. So the difference is whenever you want to count something and in addition you want to apply a condition. So for example, you want to count how many items you have that follow a certain condition, then you can use the CountIf function. So in this case, in the CountIf function, we need to select the range again. And here our condition is how many cities with more than 250 supermarkets. So we want to know in this range how many of our items have more than 250 supermarkets. So here first we select the range, then we use the semicolon, and here we need to put our criteria that we need to put higher or greater than 250 supermarkets. So for that it's very easy. First we need to open quotes. Once we have quotes, then we can basically write the condition. In this case, we want to know more than 250, so we can use the greater than sign, then 250. Once we have written our condition, we can close the bracket, hit enter, and here the outcome appears. So Excel has calculated for us how many of our data points have more than 250. So how many of our cities have more than 250 supermarkets? The result is 8. You can check. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, good. Then also you can apply a different formula. So for example, count if, and we want to know how many of our data points has less than 250 supermarkets, or how many of our cities has less than 250 supermarkets. So again, we select the range, we open quotes, and then you can now here write down the condition. In this case, we want to know less than 250. So we will write our condition and we hit enter. And 3 is the correct answer. Then also what we can do is we can also look in a column where we only have text, and we can find out how many times a particular text appears. So in this case, we want to know how many in our column B, we want to know how many of times Spain appears as a country. So for that we can do the same. We need to enter CountIf, then we open brackets, we select the range, and then the criteria is entering following the same as if it was a number. So we need to open the quotes, and then we need to enter in the quotes the name that we want to look at. So in this case we want to find out how many times Spain is appearing, so we write down Spain, we hit enter, and here we can see that 3 times in the list appear the name of Spain. Okay, so that's everything I wanted to show you. Maybe another thing, whenever you are using a formula, if you are not sure how to use it, what you can do is you can write the formula, open bracket, and then you can click on the name. When you click on the name, then you will have the Excel help window that appears, where it gives you a little definition of what the formula is doing, and it also showing you how to use the formula with some examples. So I think that's very helpful in case you are lost and you don't know what the formula is doing. You can always refer to this Excel help window. Okay, so thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my video tutorials in order to learn more Excel in less than 5 minutes.